Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the next episode. Wait, welcome back to. Hello, everybody! Welcome back to a brand new episode of Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Jesus Christ, I can speak. In the last episode, we ended up waking up on this mysterious island, got our sword back, and got the Tails key for the Tail Cave. Jesus Christ, words are so hard right now for me. I don't know why. But yes, in this episode, we're going to be exploring the Tail Cave. So without further ado, let's get started with it. Level 1, Tail Cave. Alrighty, so let's go to the left and see what we can find. So the dungeons here are separated in different segments, of course. For some stuff, we do have to try to fight all the enemies and take them down in order to unlock either the keys or a chest. And some enemies we can't always take them down, but for the most part we can. There is, of course, sometimes where we're not necessarily fighting the enemies to get the chest, but in order to be able to escape. And what is this? The compass. So there's also 4 main items in each dungeon. There's a compass, which we just got, the dungeon item, which we haven't gotten yet, but we can use it for the main adventures, and 2 more items, which I will talk about once we get it. But also the compass allows us to know where the treasures are at, and it will start flashing when there's a small key or if there's a treasure in the current room we're in. In the current room we're in. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. It's okay. So like right now, it's shining up that there's a key in here. So we want to press this button and we get a chest. Actually, a small key. Don't worry about having so many small keys on you, because there is sometimes where you got too many and you haven't gotten to an area where you can use it yet. It happens a lot. It happens to me. Actually, I think it's the next dungeon. But next dungeon, I believe, is actually a jerk with keys. Get here. Also, I kind of want to have defense right now out. Actually, since we only have 3 hearts, I think defense will be more important. I don't think. I'll go for it anyways. Ow. I know that was a bad idea to have done. Ow! I just realized what I was supposed to do. Yep. Oh wait. Ah! Oh my god. That's why I say I find the acorn important right now. Stairs! One of my favorite parts about this game is the fact that there are Goombas. There are Mario enemies in this game for no reason at all. And I like it. So there's Chin-Chom, Goombas, and we'll see some more later on as the game progresses, but yes, I love it so much. Okay, I think this might be the dungeon item actually. Yes! And with that, we got the Roc's Feather. And it will never ever leave your slot. It will never either leave your X or your Y button slot. Basically what it does is it lets you jump. Meaning you can avoid that, or you can pick this up. You can finally get over some of the small ledges, which is nice. Basically, I'm saying it's never gonna get off one of your buttons, because this is typically what everybody usually has in one of their slots the whole entire game. Because it's very helpful. Like, you could literally skip some stuff and everything, and later on in the game, there is an item that goes well with it. Ow, you jerk. So yeah, you'll always see me having the Roc's Feather and my X button. That's normally where I like it being kept at. I heard one of my cats, but I think they're okay. I want kill you. And it's a chest again. So yes, each dungeon does usually have a dungeon item that requires you to use it throughout the whole dungeon. So like for this one is the Rock's Feather. I am actually kind of happy we got the Rock's Feather. We get the Rock's Feathers first because it is actually a very useful item. Ow! Ow! Just die! Thank you. Jesus, you know, pain in the butt. Oh, these guys are actually super easy to fight. All you do is mash them up all together, and you take it out. You take them down. Oh my god! Got it. Jesus. I say they're easy, and yet I got hit so many times. It's the Sharp Beak. The Stone Beak. I'm thinking of Pokemon, aren't I? But yes, this is actually one of the main items in each dungeon is the Stone Beak. You put it on one of these apples and they'll give you hints. I'm really bad about collecting these chests in order, so you'll probably see me getting the Stone Beaks last all the time. Mainly because I don't ever remember where it's usually at. Now. And also, these dungeons sometimes have a mid-boss fight you have to do. They're not the mid-bosses aren't normally difficult to deal with. They're actually kind of easy. Sometimes they require the dungeon items, sometimes they don't. This one definitely did though. Alright, we got a fairy, which is nice. Alright, we can't do anything with that door. I know it has a lock in it and we have a key, but we don't have the correct key for it. Oh, this is nothing. Okay, this is an empty stairs. But it would be helpful for if we need extra hearts. It's right there for us. Also, this lets you warp right back to the entrance. I don't need it. Because I actually need to keep going and exploring in this area. Okay, let me check the map real quick. So, can't do anything right there with that. I actually think I have to go back down here. You have to go to the right. Yep, okay, got it. I got it now. Yep, I have to defeat these guys and then I'll get the chest that's in here. Also, don't worry about that breakable wall that you saw, the one that had a crack. We can't do anything with it right now. We do actually have to come back to this dungeon for it. Alright, what is this? Is this the map? The final dungeon, the final main item for the dungeons is the map. It lets you see everything on them. It lets you see everything. So like the areas you haven't explored to, or maybe gives you an idea of how you're supposed to be getting there, where the locked doors are at, or if there's anything that needs a small key in the room. It does tell you that, so it is actually a really, really helpful item. The compass, the Stone Beak is also very helpful. I sadly never get a chance to really use it much, but like here, I'll actually show it off. I actually will show off how useful it can be. So hold on. I know this isn't a nightmare key, I believe. Yes. That actually didn't. This episode's gonna be kind of short. Sorry. But basically, if we go back to one of the other owl statues, we can actually see what it does. So let's go over here because I think this is the one that's the most helpful. Yeah. If we go here, if there's a door that you can't open, move a square block. Or if we go to this one, turn aside the spined ones with a shield. So yeah, if you actually ended up having the Stone Beak before you got into here, he will actually let you know how you're supposed to be taking down those spinies. I already knew how to take them down, so I didn't need it. But yeah, like I said, the Stone Beaks, the owl statues are actually really helpful. Like they do give you helpful hints, especially later on. Like some of the dungeons can be pretty pretty hard to figure out what you're supposed to do, but the owl statue really helps. Like I do know you do need the owl statue for one of the dungeons. Like you actually do need it, I believe, if I recall. Yeah, and I actually do need it too because I'm not gonna remember it. But yeah, with that being said, I'm pretty sure we explored everything. Yeah, so don't worry about this chest right now. We can't get it yet, but we'll come back. We'll come right back for it. Alright, with that being said, let's get that and go. And we're fighting our first dungeon boss. Mordum, I think is his name. Buzz Outsiders. Mordrum. I don't know how to say his name. It's okay. But the main gimmick of this guy is smack him in his tail when it's like out of the little shell. And just keep trying to avoid him because he will be following you and trying to push you off the ledge. Also, it's kind of hard because you can't really be standing on the outskirts because it will break and you will fall and take even more damage. And what you can do though is you can actually use your dungeon item for this and keep jumping to avoid getting hits. But yeah, he's not a tough boss fight. He's kind of easy in this game. I know in some of the other version of Zelda, he can be pretty annoying to deal with. We got our heart container. We finally have 4 hearts. We actually don't have to be too worried about dying now. And we got our first wind instrument of the cello. I was about to say a violin. And each one, I believe, yes, each instrument does make a sound, so I'm excited and so happy that I can hear them. Swamp. A path opens and blooms. Alrighty. Well, let's see. There we go. Who? That is an instrument of the sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in the set, has the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north and Gopanga Swamp. I hope I said it right. Who indeed. Alright, well with that being said, we actually got our next objective and we completed our very first dungeon. I think that's a good stopping point for this episode. Sorry if it's kind of short. I promise you the other dungeons are not going to be that short because some of them can be kind of long and tedious and very annoying to do. But yes, that will be it for today's episode. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.